Today at Fruition Seeds we are saving our carrots for seed, and here's a few tricks in case you want to give it a try yourself. So first, get some carrots. They grew last season, and these actually grew last year at Blue Heron Farm here in the Finger Lakes. They grew tens of thousands of roots and selected the nicest, straightest ones for us. And then we did some further selections on color and flavor, and you can see this is a variety called Dragon. It's a reddish purple carrot. It's really beautiful on the outside, and the inside is mostly this beautiful classic orange color, although there's also yellow roots, and these purple with orange and yellow, and we found this stunning beauty as well with a starburst. So there's a lot of diversity to choose from. We cut them not only to see what they look like inside, but also to taste each one. Carrots will quickly revert back to their ancestral bitterness. So we're constantly selecting in each generation for the sweetest carrots. And also, we like to cut them at this angle, perhaps you've noticed. We cut them at an angle so that when we put them in our little holes in the ground, there will be plenty of good soil-root contact, and there won't be any air pockets where roots wouldn't be able to grow or disease would be able to set in. So we'll plant these with the soil right at or just below the root crown, and we will be planting them about a foot away from each other as well. And additionally, we'll be covering them with an isolation cage because the flowers will look exactly like Queen Anne's lace, and indeed they'll cross with Queen Anne's lace. Here in the Northeast it's everywhere, so to save really true, pure, good-tasting carrot seeds, we need to isolate them. So stay tuned for future videos about how we'll be isolating our carrots. We hope you'll give carrot seed saving a try. It's really fun. At Fruition Seeds this morning we are planting our cabbages for seed. Here's a few tips so you can plant your cabbages for seed as well. First, grow them in the first season for edible maturity, and instead of eating them, harvest them after the first few weeks of frosting, so they're going into dormancy. And this particular cabbage is an heirloom. It's a purple cone-headed cabbage called Cabbage, and we selected the finest ones that they grew at Blue Heron Farm last season. And after the first few weeks in frost, we lifted them out of the ground, roots with lots of soil on them, and we tucked them into large bins full of deciduous, moist sawdust, and we kept them around 34-35 degrees all winter long. Until about 2 weeks ago, in the middle of March, they started to reacclimate to the springtime temperatures. You can see they're starting to break dormancy and form their little sprouts on the side. And so, before we plant them in the ground, we're going to trim them, because we want to release the apical bud from deep within this labyrinth of leaves. And we do that with a great big knife, and cutting at an angle, we'll take off all of these leaves. And so much of this cabbage is actually still edible. So we actually made sauerkraut with many of these cabbages last night. And once we have this apical bud deep within released, we'll actually plant the whole root ball as well as several inches of stem, and pretty soon this will grow into a 4 or 5 foot tall plant covered in hundreds of yellow flowers, covered in hundreds of bees and butterflies, and we'll be saving seed this season, and we hope you'll give it a try as well.